So, hello everyone and welcome to another video. So, for this video, we are doing a spoiler vlog. So this is for a book I have read before, but it's a long time ago. And that is An Ember in the Ashes. And I don't remember much from this book. So, yeah, let's just say that during this video there will of course be spoilers, so why don't we read back and then see what it's all about. So, under the Martinal Empire, defiance is met with death. When Laya's grandparents are brutally murdered and her brother arrested for treason by the Empire, the only people she has left to turn to are the rebels. But in exchange for their help in saving her brother, they demand that Laya spy on the ruthless commandant of Blackcliff, the Empire's greatest military academy. Should she fail, is more than her brother's freedom at risk. Laya's very life is at stake. There she meets Elias, the Academy's finest soldier. But Elias wants only to be free of the tyranny he's been trained to enforce. He and Laya will soon realize that their destinies are entwined and that their choices will change the fate of the Empire itself. So, I do remember like a little from time to time, but not a lot. So I will read this for this vlog and we will see how I feel about, like, I don't know when I read this, probably like 3 years ago maybe. So it's been a while and I never continued on. So this is going to be really interesting to see how I like this the second time around. And then we will continue on with this series. So every other week you will get a new vlog from this series. So I have ordered the last one, so we will see if that comes in at a reasonable time. But yeah, so this is the first book. I will update probably like every 100 pages as I usually do. So this page is 448 pages. Yes, 448 pages. So probably like 4 updates on how I feel. If anything like interesting happens, I will update before, but yeah. So I'm going to start reading this book now and watch a movie. And yeah. I can't wait to start reading this and see how far we will get today. Okay, so I'm 100%, 100 pages into An Ember in the Ashes, so let's talk about it. So, in the first 100 pages, we basically get to know Laya and Elias, which are the two main characters in this book. And basically we get to know that Laya's brother has been in the kind of rebellion, resistance they're called. The resistance, which basically, is people who are, trying to resist what is happening in this world, and basically, the Empire. And basically, we also get to know that Laya's parents were kind of the leaders of this resistance, and they basically say that yes, we will help you if you infiltrate, the academy, the best military academy, basically in this world. So yes, she will do that because she has to, because she wants to save her brother. Then we also have Elias, and he's basically torn between, both, because I do believe that the commandant is like, I don't know if it's the mother. But yeah, basically he's torn because he has friends at this military academy, but he also kind of wants to leave. And so he's kind of torn between two different things, and it's really difficult to choose. So basically, what he's kind of doing these first 100 pages is basically to choose, is he going to run or is he going to stay? And basically also, in this military academy, you basically get this mask that you are always going to wear. And eventually this mask will basically like burn itself into your skin, so you can't get this mask off. However, Elias, he takes this mask off every time that he has a chance. So he has been there for a lot of years, but the mask still hasn't, basically is not stuck in his face, I almost said. So that is the first 100 pages of this, and yeah, so far I'm really loving this, even though I have not been reading this as much as I should have. So yeah, it's still really, really good. So yeah, I can't wait to continue on with this book, and yeah, I am curious to see how I kind of feel about this the second time around. So yeah, I'm going to continue on reading, and then I will update at the 200 page mark. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, because I don't remember much from this book. So I am now 200 pages into this book, and so far I feel like this is really like, so far, a little like building up, and not like totally building up, because there are a lot of things happening in here as well. But basically, Laia, she has now become like the slave for the commandant, and she's basically this hard woman that has killed a lot of people because of the resistance. So basically, she's trying. I don't know where I was. That's like a really big spider. So, yeah, Laia knows that if she's caught being in the resistance, she will get killed, and not in a nice way. So, she has also like caught a few glimpses of Elias. They like briefly met, and she was in trouble then. But yeah, Elias, he's basically now he has to basically go through a trial to basically, I think there are like 2 spots that is going to be fulfilled, and basically there are only 2 people who will live after this trial. So yeah, if he's going to survive, he will have to win this, and I think we have done the first trial. So yeah, and that was, I don't even remember, was it Courage? Yes, Courage. So the first trial is Courage, and so it's kind of just, survive or die, to be completely honest. That is like, those are your only 2 options. So that's kind of where we are at right now. And basically, Laia has just told the cook here basically why she is there, and why she's there, and yeah, because she's hurt. So that is kind of where we are at right now. So yeah, I am like all almost halfway through, like around halfway through this book, and so far I'm really liking it still. I can't wait to continue on reading this series. I have read this before, but I don't remember much from it just because, you know, I don't remember much from it because it's years since I read it. Like 2 or 3 years, possibly like 3 years since I read this book, and yeah, I am really curious to see how this is going because I don't remember anything, so I will update after another like 100 pages, and then possibly like at page 400 before I will just update on the final thoughts. So I read 100 pages more in this, and I look like a mess in my hair, but yeah. So I just tapped off like a few things. So basically what has happened during this like 100 pages is basically the second trial has started for Elias, and that is the trial of cunning. And basically they have to basically survive a night with a lot of things attacking. So basically she and Helen, which is his best friend, is basically kind of working on this together. You know, I mean, both of them survives, so yeah. And then we basically, one other thing that we got to know is that Darren, which is Lia's brother, basically he wasn't working for the resistance, because basically Lia meets a Teloman, or not a Teloman, but a scholar, which makes Teloman weapons, and he makes them not for the Empire, but for the scholars. And basically that is still treason, but basically Darren was his apprentice. That is what we get to know, and basically also Lia, she overhears something that she now can tell the resistance, so she sends a message there. And basically they want a guy called Marcus to become the new emperor, and because they can, you know, control him, and they don't want Elias to basically win because he is, you know, not someone you can control. And then Lia, she is going to meet them basically in like a party, almost like festival. So she sneaks out with this girl called Izzy, which also is a like slave for the commandant, yeah. And basically Helen sees them, so she wants to turn them in, but Elias tells her no, so they kind of have a fight, and she don't want to talk to them. But basically there is a martial raid, and Elias helps them out. And basically what happens is that basically to save Lia, Elias kind of makes it seems that he hit on her, and she says no to basically save her. And now the third trial is coming closer, and basically Helen don't want to speak to Elias because she's angry, and another friend of his tells him that, well, it's because Helen is in love with you. And that kind of shocks him because she is his best friend, so he don't want to change that. And yeah, basically Lia is trying to find a secret way in, and basically Izzy is helping, and basically she has now found the tunnel that, like the secret tunnels that are used to get in and out. So I have like 150 pages in. So yeah, around 150 pages in. So, like 150 pages left. So, yeah, I am going to read those and then I will update and then we will wrap up this whole thing and I can start the next one, which is A Torch Against the Night, which should be interesting. So, okay, so I'm like almost 400 pages in. So, yeah, I'm on part 3, so this is almost done. It's like 50 pages left, but we are going to talk a little bit about what has happened. So, basically, the third trial is basically the trial of strength. And, yeah, that is basically all they know as that point. And basically what happens after that is that basically Laia and Izzy basically are trying to find a spot to basically get through, you know, to get the resistance. Yeah, something in those lines. Rebels, resistance, yeah, something in those lines. And basically, Marcus sees them and he basically tries to rape and kill Laia. And basically what happens is that Elias, he interferes because he don't want that to happen, and he asks Helen afterwards to heal her. And she's like, why would I do that? What the commander tells Laia is that, you know, or not that, it's the cook who tells her that. Basically, Commandant basically has this person called the Nightbringer, who is kind of on her side, and basically what happens was that the Nightbringer got close to her mother and then betrayed her. And basically, the Commandant also has like traitors inside the resistance. So, yeah. Then we also get the third trial, which basically is to kill everyone on. There are 2 teams and they will kill everyone. And basically, Elias wins, and what he wins is basically a night with Laia until dawn. And then the fourth trial, and the fourth trial is basically trial of loyalty. Yeah. So basically, that is to kill Laia, and Elias, he refuses, and basically he's going to execute it in the morning, I think. And basically what happens is that Marcus, or the Emperor now is dead, and basically Marcus becomes the new Emperor. He is like the worst character ever. I hate him. And Helen is basically the Bloodstrike. And basically she has to do whatever he wants. And we all know that he won't let her go. So that I am going to finish this and then we will talk. Okay, so last 50 pages. A lot of things have happened. Basically, the cook helped Laia basically to save Elias from death. And basically, she did an explosion, saved him, and basically made him swear that basically he would help her out of Blackcliff, and then find her brother and save him. And basically, we also get to know that Helen, she is basically... Cain basically made her promise to swear swear on like fellowship to basically who won the trial, and she has done that because she wanted to save Elias, and she also said that she would help him one more time, but after that day they would be enemies. So basically they are just leaving, and yeah, that's the end of the book. I'm terrified of what is going to happen in the next 4 books. Like, totally terrified. I don't know what will happen. I don't know, probably will break my heart, and I don't want that. And I just feel like some authors are like very like what is going to happen. But I feel like this series is like I have no idea what is going to happen. I've not watched any spoiler vlogs. I have been like avoiding the spoilers for the last book. And all the other books, I have no idea what is going to happen in those. So yeah, I am. And basically, we got to know that, like, Mazen, it's basically kind of the one that has been betraying everyone in the resistance. So yeah, I just feel like in this one, there are a lot of people I love, but there are also a lot of people I hate with my, like, every single thing. I hate some of the characters in here. And yeah, I don't know what is going to happen. The next book, I actually can't wait to continue on with this series now. I remember everything from the first one, so we should be fine. And then, yeah, just see how the second book is going to go. That vlog will be up in, I'm gonna say probably 2 weeks. Hopefully 2 weeks. And then I will move on to the next 2. So I'm so curious, and yeah, I am going to give this book 5 stars. I felt like the beginning was a little slow, and I was just like, will I like this the second time around? But then, the second half came, and I was just like, yeah, okay, I'm hooked. So yeah, totally love it, and can't wait to continue on with this series and see how things is going to go. So yeah, and to be completely honest, I can't understand that this is a debut. I mean, not everything is like it's not the best book I ever have read, but this is, I just really like this, and it's such an interesting story. But yeah, that was it for this video, and I can't wait to continue on with this series, and I can't wait to continue on with these vlogs. But yeah, I hope you liked this video, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!